Do you know about the green-eyed monster? This term refers to jealousy, an emotion that arises within our hearts. Today, we will talk about how to deal with jealousy that arises within our minds. Jealousy is one of the most difficult emotions to experience in life. It's hard to admit, and it's even harder to remove from our hearts. So, how can we deal with jealousy? Let's first examine why we feel jealousy. We often feel jealous when we see or hear that someone is better than us. When someone appears more capable, smarter, or more genuine, we start to compare ourselves with that person. This comparison often leads to jealousy. So, what is the reason behind this jealousy? When we explore the emotion of jealousy more deeply, we can see that selfishness or self-centeredness is at its root. This is why jealousy is such a common emotion. Selfishness means that a person is only thinking about themselves, believing they are the greatest. In this mindset, it is easy for that person to feel jealousy towards others who are better or more successful. So, how can we deal with jealousy and stop feeling this way? There are several things you can do to address this emotion. The first thing you should do is admit that you are feeling jealous. Often, when we feel jealousy, we refuse to acknowledge it. We hide our emotions and make excuses for our negative feelings. However, the first step in overcoming jealousy is being humble and honest with ourselves. Admit that you are jealous of the person in question. Only when you can identify and admit the true state of your mind can you begin to deal with it. The second step is to recognize that we are all different from one another. For example, there are 4 elements in this world: water, earth, air, and fire. If I were to ask you, which one is the best, you would probably say that we cannot compare these 4 elements. Each serves a unique purpose, and each is essential in its own way. The same applies to human beings. We are all different. Even identical twins are not identical in their emotions and feelings. Therefore, we should not compare ourselves with others. We are unique, and so is everyone else. Realizing this is key. There will always be someone in this world who is better than you at something. You might be the best in the world at something, but there will always be someone who has the potential to surpass you. Instead of competing with others, we should strive to compete with ourselves. The real challenge is to improve ourselves and become the best version of ourselves every day. When we make this our focus, we stop feeling jealousy towards others. This idea of self-improvement instead of comparison is crucial. The competition should not be with the people around us but with the person we are today. When we focus on becoming a better version of ourselves each day, we shift the focus from jealousy and competition with others to self-growth. By doing this, you will no longer feel jealous of others, because you are too busy competing with the person you were yesterday. Another practice that the great teacher, the Supreme Buddha, taught us is how to handle jealousy through a practice called mudita. Mudita is a Pali word that means appreciative joy or sympathetic joy. It is one of the most powerful practices in Buddhism for overcoming negative emotions like jealousy. When you practice mudita, you develop the ability to wish well-being, success, and growth for the people around you, whether they are better or worse off than you. How can you practice mudita? Here are a few simple steps you can try every day. When you wake up in the morning, don't rush into distractions immediately. Instead, take a moment to sit on your bed, close your eyes, and wish the well-being, success, and growth of all beings in the world. You can think, May all beings be well and happy. May they be successful in life. May they grow and prosper in their lives. When you say these words from your heart and mean them, you begin to cultivate mudita as you go about your day. And when you encounter people who are better than you or more successful, the thoughts of mudita will automatically arise within you. These thoughts will help you take control of your emotions and transform them into joy and appreciation for the success of others. Instead of letting the green-eyed monster of jealousy take over your mind, practice mudita and wish the well-being of others. In fact, become a fan of others' success. Take joy in watching people grow and succeed in life. The more you appreciate the growth of others, the more positive emotions you will generate in your own heart. This shift in perspective will help you eliminate jealousy from your life. At the end of our lives, we all must leave this world, and we will take nothing with us. What we leave behind is the good deeds we've accumulated and the positive emotions we've practiced. So, remember that there's nothing to be gained by being jealous of others. Jealousy does not add anything to our lives. Instead, practice mudita, and be genuinely happy for the success and progress of others. When you rejoice in the achievements of others, you will also find happiness in yourself. This practice of appreciating the success of others is not just about eliminating jealousy. It's about developing a heart that is open and filled with positivity. When we stop comparing ourselves to others and stop harboring jealousy, we can focus on our own self-improvement, contributing positively to the world around us. In conclusion, jealousy is a difficult emotion to face, but it is something we can overcome. By admitting that we feel jealous, understanding that we are all unique, and practicing mudita, we can transform jealousy into joy for others. Remember, your competition is not with others, but with yourself. Strive to be better each day, and appreciate the success of others along the way. By practicing mudita, you'll cultivate a mind full of joy and positivity, leaving jealousy behind. So, start today. Be happy for the success of others. And in doing so, you'll find happiness for yourself as well. Take care and see you in the next video.